And what would you say to the IMGs and FMGs that may be listening? I quite a bit of my audience is the FMGs who haven't matched and are struggling to find a job.
Yeah. And I've actually had, I'm very open about my experience. And in a lot of the Facebook groups that I'm in that kind of are for my school or for unmatched physicians, I like to tell my story and I like to get the word out there. And a lot of them contact me about my job and how they can get into it.
Mhm.
So for the FMGs and IMGs out there, I want to say that I deeply feel your struggle and I know that it is so tough. Please understand that your struggles are real. There's a lot of people that are going through that same path that you are. You are not alone. That is something that people come to me all the time. They'll say, I feel like such an idiot. Like, what am I doing wrong? I feel like I'm all alone. I'm like, you are not alone. You need to keep going. Do not give up. I've heard stories of people who have matched 5 years down the road, 10 years down the road. So if that truly is your dream, please do it. It didn't work out for me, and that is okay. You have a few options, but it's okay to tell your story. It's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to let people know outside of medicine that it is hard for us because they don't know. They don't know how IMG,
Yeah.
FMG, all that stuff works. It's up to us to tell them, and we kind of keep it wrapped up and minimized. And I'm very scared to tell my story, but I've only seen I've seen enormous benefits to telling my story. There's some people that they're gonna come at you and they might minimize what your story is, or say maybe it's not that big of a deal, or well, maybe you shouldn't be a clinician anyway. Well, you should. You've given up everything. You've uprooted your families. You've moved to a new place. Uh you've revamped your entire life around this, and you deserve to be listened to and you deserve to have your story told. So please tell it, and please advocate for yourself, because there are movements happening now that are allowing more representation for unmatched doctors. And a lot of that world is in public health. So for me, public health has like reinvigorated my soul. I was so downtrodden and just felt so dejected and so depressed. There are people who say, like, I'm deeply depressed. I feel lost. I feel hopeless. Just, feel those feelings and get your word out there. Please talk to people. It's so important.